Hey y'all, I am Deborah and welcome back to another video with I Am Stormwalker. Before I go any further, I just wanted to say guys that I had a birthday last week. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Deborah. Happy birthday to me. And I'm grateful and thankful for God, allowing me to see another year, opening up my eyes, this morning, for me, giving me another chance, to get it right. Because some things I can't get right. But I'm thankful and grateful that, He never gave up on me, even times when I wanted to give up on myself. Um, and it has been a minute since I posted my last video, and it was because I guess life was happening and I didn't know how to handle the things. So I think I shut down, really shut down from everybody and just everyone, and just I don't know. It was just like I was in that place where I wanted to give up. I wanted to literally just throw in the towel and say, God, you know what? I can't do this, But I am so glad that God didn't give up on me even when I wanted to give up on myself. And, just through every trial and tribulation that He has taken me through, well, I'm going to put it like this, every storm that I have been going through, and I'm still going through it. But I'm grateful to know that God is in the eye of the storm, and He's showing me that. He's been teaching me how to be humble. He has taught me how to, forgive the unforgivable. He has taught me how to love the unlovable. How many of you know how that is? But he just basically has me in my trusting season and trusting him and the things that, he has told me. Even when his word says his thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are higher than ours, his ways are higher than ours, you know, and when he told me that we was changing courses with the tough weather, I'm like, okay, God, I can handle this as long as I know that you are with me, right? So when he changed the course, it was like I ended up in sleeping in my car. And it was like, okay, God, I know you said that we was changing courses, but you didn't tell me that I was going to end up here. And it's like, how did I get here? And it's like in a place of what am I going to do? You know, and it was just like he was just telling me, are you going to trust me? And I had no choice but to say yes, because when you say yes to God, you saying yes to his will. You saying yes to his way. Especially when it's like, Lord, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll say what it is that you need me to say. Not knowing that he may put you in a position where you're uncomfortable. Because I'm telling you, that was like an uncomfortable stage for me, to be homeless because I never been in that place before, so all of that was new to me and I didn't know how to handle it. So it was like, I cried and I was just like, God, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? And at the same time, I was just saying, God, okay, if this is a part of the plans that you have for me to get me to where I'm supposed to be, then just give me peace about it. And yeah, that's what he did. He gave me peace about it, and it's been, I would say, maybe like 3, 4 weeks now. But I am so grateful that God has, placed people in my life, to help me. And it's like, the part of being obedient, and not only that, but what He has taught me is stop listening to other people. Stop, telling people what you're going through, because, people will have their own opinion, which is okay. But they won't understand if it's not their journey, you know? So it was like I had people in my ear, saying this and saying that. And it was just like got overwhelming for me. But y'all, when I tell you that God has been so faithful to me, like I am in a hotel room, you know, in a hotel room. I went to this church and God laid it on the pastor's heart, to put me up in a room. I want to say the name of the church, but not yet, because I want to make sure, I want to talk to the pastor and let him know, that I will be talking about things, on my YouTube channel. But I want to make sure that it's okay for me to let him know. I mean, to let you guys know, the name of the church and, the pastor, you know. But God has been like so faithful, y'all, even when I wasn't faithful to myself. And He would tell me all the time, like, I didn't call you Stormwalker for nothing. And it's like, man, y'all, being Stormwalker, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I know that I'm not the only Stormwalker out there, because we all go through some things. And it's all about, okay, are we going to give up in the midst of it? Or are we going to keep pushing? And one thing for me, even though I wanted to give up, I mean, everything in me wanted to give up, because I literally felt like I had no fight in me. Like I just couldn't fight no more, and it was like laying there night after night, just sleeping in my truck. And it was just like, okay, God, like this is very uncomfortable, getting up, taking Harlot baths. And it was just like, but God, He's always come through, even when times when I felt like He left me, and then I would think about, what people say um when you're having a test, when you're in school and you're having a test and the teacher is quiet. So it was like that was it for me. It was like I was going through this test. I was, going through, you know, trying to pass this test, trying to see. I guess God was telling me that, I want to see if you really trust me. Like you can say it with your mouth, but do you really trust me? And I was in that place where I'm like, okay, God, I trust you. I trust you no matter what. And I'm going to praise you in the middle of the storm. I'm going to worship you. I'm still going to read my word, because there was a time when I had turned my back on God. Like, and I can say, like, when my oldest son, Dre, was killed, um, I turned my back on God. And I didn't realize that I had turned my back on Him, because it was like I was moving more back out into the world, like slowly but surely, until I ended up all the way back out there, and it was like I had told God I wasn't singing no more. I wasn't going to church no more. I wasn't going to read His word. I wasn't going to pray. I wasn't going to worship. I wasn't going to do, none of that. And in my heart, that's how I was feeling. But I am so glad that God knows me better than I know myself. I was mad. And it's okay to be mad. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't get mad at God, because you can. God wants you to talk to him even when you're angry, even when you're going through like things that you don't understand. He still wants you to talk to him. He already know. He just wants you to have that conversation with him. And that's the place where he has me at, where I'm learning to build my faith. I'm learning to trust in him a lot more and to develop a better relationship with him. And it's like now I feel like me, when I'm going through stuff, instead of running to people, I run to God, because I told God, like the prodigal son, I told God, I am that prodigal daughter and I want to come home. And that I was going to do everything within me to get back home, no matter what it is that I have to go through. And I just feel like this is all, a part of it. And he was like, okay, you want to come home? You going to trust me? Are you going to have the faith to believe the things that I said to you, even though it don't look that way? Yes. 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 It's been a lot, y'all, and um I know that I have like so many testimonies that's brewing, and it's like, even like getting on here, it's like, okay, I don't want to talk too much about things, because the testimony is not over yet. The test is not, I mean, the tests are not over yet, for me to you know get the testimony done, so I can share it with y'all. But I just want to let you guys know that even during the process, even my going through, and that's always the key word, through, going through, which means that you are going to make it to the other side, you know. And like I said, it's been Stormwalker. It's not easy. It is not an easy thing. But I am so grateful to God to know that He is here, even when I don't feel Him, even when I feel like, He's not listening to me, but He is. And like I said, it's building me up. It's building up my character. He's teaching me, how to be humble. He's teaching me all about forgiveness. He's teaching me how to, walk in my calling, because I do feel like I'm stepping into my destiny. And there's some things that I have to learn. I have to be able to go through the persecutions and realize that everybody's not gonna like me. I have to realize that, you know that I'm gonna be persecuted, whether I'm doing right or whether I'm doing wrong. And to suffer for Christ, it's a great thing. It's an awesome thing to suffer for Christ. I'd rather suffer with Christ in doing right than to suffer for doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a lot, y'all. But I just wanted to get on here and just say, what was going on with me. And it's almost been a year, since I've been doing YouTube. I think I started in September. I opened my account in September, but I don't think I posted a video until like October. So, but prayerfully that I'll be, getting on here posting, more, just sharing with you guys like the things that I have been going through, the things that I am enduring, during this season in my life. And I know that God is doing something amazing in me. Oh, and by the way, It's been a month since I smoked some weed. Hey, 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 hey. I know it may not sound much to y'all, but it means a lot to me. Cause y'all just don't know. But like I said, I'm grateful, to God for everything that He has done and is doing in my life to get helping me to get to my destiny. It's not an easy walk, but nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe He brought me this far to leave me. And no matter what it is that you're going through, just know that God didn't bring you that far to leave you. Even when you don't hear Him, even when you can't feel Him, just know that He is there. He is, y'all. And I'm a prime example of it. I should have been dead, could have been dead, sleeping in my grave a long time ago. Matter of fact, like I was saying before on the other videos, not too long ago, but God has been faithful to me and He has been showing me who He is. Man, y'all, He has been blowing my mind, I'm literally like blowing my mind because I'm like, oh, okay, God, you did that. Thank you. And that type thing. But I just wanted to get on here and just say, guys, just hold on. No matter what it is that you're going through, no matter what situation that you face, just know that God is there. Some things may not happen overnight. Some things take time. It's like I hear people saying like you in the crock pot, like the slow cooker, Some things you got to go through step by step. Some things will take, longer than others to endure. But just know that you're stronger than what you think you are. And I had to learn that, and I'm still learning that. Just by the things that God has been showing me and just by the things that God has been taking me through. But I don't want to hold you guys up long. I just want to get on here and just, say a little few things, hoping it makes sense to you, because sometimes it don't make sense to me, but I get on here and, and I try, to put it in the words so that it can make sense to both of us. But I just wanted to say that if nobody told you that they loved you today, God loves you, and so do I. And I just want you guys to just have a blessed rest of the week and know that God is able.